So here's something nobody tells you when you start drawing. Art isn't hard because you can't draw. It's hard because you don't know why things look bad at. And trust me, I've been there. Then I thought that I just practice more, things will naturally improve, which partially true, but I mean it is practice anyway. The real progress started when I began understanding what I was actually doing. So let me talk about that. How things like composition, planning, and lighting slowly started clicking for me. At first, composition wasn't even a word to my brain. I just draw something and stop it right in the middle of the canvas every time. And I didn't know why my art felt boring. I thought it was a skill issue. Turns out it was a decision issue. Because composition is really just you asking, where do I want people to look first? Once I learned about stuff like rule of thirds or leading lines, I stopped guessing. Now before I draw anything, I think, okay, what's the focus here? And that alone made my art feel way more intentional. A ball is the best way to understand lightning because it has no details to distract you. No edges, no texture, just pure form. When you light a ball, you immediately see how light describes shape. Light isn't just brightness, it explains where the form turns. On a ball, light breaks into clear zones. Light, where the surface faces the light source. Midtone, where the form starts turning away. Shadow, where the light can't reach. Core shadow, the darkest part where the form turns most. Reflected light, light bouncing back from the environment. This gradual shift is what makes the ball feel 3D. If you flatten those values, the ball turns into a circle. That's why lighting explains form better than lines ever could. Lines describe edges. Light describes volume. When artists struggle with shading, it's usually not about rendering. It's because they don't understand how the form is facing the light. The ball forces you to think in planes. Which part faces the light? Which part turns away? Where does the transition happen? Once you understand lighting on a ball, you can light anything: heads, bodies, clothes, environments. Every complex object is just a collection of simple forms reacting to light. If the light works on the ball, the form works. That's why lighting isn't decoration, it's structure. Planning starts before drawing details. The simplest way to plan form and composition is to start with a ball. The ball represents volume, direction, and balance. It forces you to think in 3D. Before I draw a character or object, I place a ball to the side, where the weight sits, which direction it faces, how it occupies space. From there, everything grows outward. If the ball feels stable, the drawing feels stable. If it feels tilted or unclear, the problem shows up immediately. This step isn't about accuracy, it's about decision making. Once the main ball is placed, I add secondary balls for major parts: head, torso, large masses. Only after that do I think about edges and details. Planning with simple forms keeps the image intentional. It prevents overworking and makes mistakes easier to fix early. The goal isn't to draw a perfect ball. The goal is to understand the form before committing to the drawing. That's planning. So yeah, that's where I am at right now. Still learning, still messing up, still pretending I totally planned that mistake. Sometimes I feel like I understand art. Other days I stare at the canvas like a personal enemy. As long as I keep showing up, drawing badly and slowly drawing less badly, I know I'm moving forward. So if you're also learning, struggling, or questioning every artistic decision you've ever made, congratulations! You're doing it right. Thanks for watching.